Explosive comments today from that man who knowingly infected his lover with HIV.
Why is this clip from 2015 trending on TikTok right now? In a world where people still are very ignorant about HIV, sharing content like this further perpetuates HIV stigma. It creates this idea and fear among people that we should watch out for people with HIV because they're coming after us. They're gonna infect us too. If you don't know what U equals U is, then that means that you are not well informed about HIV. When someone is living with HIV and they reach undetectable levels of the virus, they could no longer transmit the virus to somebody. When we take into account that this news that you're sharing was from 2015, this wasn't declared by the CDC till 2017. This is why it's very problematic. So I know they kept the identity of the victim a secret, but something what he said does not add up. He says that he now has developed AIDS. So I've been working in HIV services for a very long time. People don't reach AIDS in such a short amount of time, only in very, very, very rare cases. It seems to me that this person may have contracted HIV long before this person, but because this was the only person who he knew was HIV positive, he decided to accuse this man. But he was engaging in other high-risk behaviors prior to this, but because he only knew of one person of their status, then he blames it on that person and completely disregards everyone else who he may have engaged in high-risk behavior. So I took the time to look over some of the comments, and honestly, shame on you, Snatch and Pride, because someone said that this person deserves the death penalty, and you said 100%, like 100% agree. This is what I mean by you're still stigmatizing HIV. Only because you know of the one person who has HIV does not mean that that person necessarily infected that person. Seeing how much we know about HIV now in terms of viral suppression and being undetectable, I think that this news article, if it were to happen today, it will be portrayed a lot different. If you go to the CDC website, you will find the evidence of HIV treatment and viral suppression. Pretty much, there was 2 studies in which partners of different statuses, and they would see if their positive counterparts would infect their negative counterparts, and they didn't. There were some people in the study that were diagnosed with HIV, and they realized they did not contract HIV from their HIV counterparts, but from other people that they had engaged with sexually outside of their relationship. How did they know that they were infected by someone else and not their partners? They did labs with genotypes, and the genotype of HIV that they had was different of those of their partners. So that's how they knew that they contracted HIV from somebody else. Also, I just want to clear out one of these comments here. People in the US don't develop AIDS anymore. A lot of people start treatment pretty early and don't develop AIDS. People who had developed AIDS developed it when there was no options for treatment. For 5 or 10 or even more years, they develop AIDS. With the current access to treatment that we have now, reaching AIDS is almost impossible. Also, in terms of the laws being changed in California, the reason that I don't support changing the laws to make them stricter is because we shouldn't be treating HIV like it's a crime. I know the goal is to punish those people who are purposely infecting people, and I will admit that is completely evil. But when we create HIV related laws, it doesn't punish those people. It only punishes people who are honest about their status. And we want people to be more honest about their status. The problem is that it's those people that get punished by the law. Shame on you, Snatch and Pride. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, and perhaps you had good intentions by reposting this. As someone who works in an HIV clinic and who is always trying to reduce stigma, I feel like this post and sharing content like this is only problematic in creating more stigma. We want more people to not be stigmatized just because they have HIV. People have contracted HIV in all different scenarios. Some people become victims. I would rethink about posting stuff from years back when research was much different. Even though it does upset me that you've shared content like this, I at least hope you would understand why this is problematic. Much love. Take care.